Welcome to my tarot card reading for April 2018, Pisces, and this is Manu Tarot. Pisces, let's start immediately with your reading. We have Oya, we have Asohuano, and we have Ejio. For those that understand what I'm going to say, we have here represented Irosun, Obara, we have Odi, Ogunda, and Obara. Okay, all this energy here is brought to you by Ejio Oko. Is the one operating behind all these signs that I gave you. With this information, you have more or less an idea what the month is bringing you, what to expect, what to do to avoid any problems, or if you already are in a mess, then you have an idea of what to do to get out of that situation. Okay, and let's keep going. We have here a similarity that is down here. Notice that Oya is upside down and then the Ace of Pentacles as well. Then we have these two cards that are in a upright position, you see? So it's describing a very similar dynamic. And what the tarot cards are talking here is that you are in a comfort zone, my dear Pisces. You are in a comfort zone. And the tarot cards are insinuating that you are going to be pushed out of that comfort zone. So if you're being procrastinating, you are postponing, or you have been postponing things around, life is going to push you into a different direction. It's going to pull you out of the comfort zone. That's technically the common denominator of the tarot card. Okay? Some way, somehow, you're forced to walk out of your comfort zone. You are forced to face your fears. Okay? That's technically what the tarot cards are telling you. Notice that we have here the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And these are insinuating that you are going to find refuge, if we can say like that, of some of you by studying a career, whatever it is, but you're going to engage in studying something that will make you feel safer, something that you think is going to bring that stability that you need, something that is going to dissipate that fear. Okay? You're going to be studying in order to dissipate that fear, in order, this is a defense mechanism. You're going to do that. If you lost a job, for example, it means that you're going to start studying. Maybe you wanted to study, but you were afraid of leaving your job and start studying. Now you lose your job and now you can start studying. You see the dynamic? Not necessarily has to be that drastic. It could be that you are cut hours and that give you extra time to start studying. Does it make sense? That's the dynamic that the tarot cards are bringing forward. We have here Pluto, Scorpio, 5 of Cups, Uranus, Libra, 3 of Swords. And you have to remember that Uranus is in Aries, but it's transitioning to Taurus. So you're going to start feeling that dynamic, Pisces. Okay? Pluto is in Capricorn. And Scorpio, they're giving an emphasis on Scorpio, so you have to remember that Jupiter is in Scorpio. Okay? Retrograde. Jupiter retrograde. So you're going to start feeling that dynamic of what I just mentioned. So if you know a little bit of astrology, then you understand what the tarot cards are warning you about. Their emphasis. And this is all about seeking stability. You want to find stability. You want to find something that makes you feel secure. Okay? And some of you will find that by studying. Going to college, vocational degree, whatever it is, but you're going to study. Okay? Let me give you another example, because they're talking about being afraid. There's something that has been stagnant, something that is not working, but it's related with fear. So what the tarot card is insinuating is that it sounds like you, like I said before, you're postponing. Now let me give you an example. For example, I'm not going very drastic here, very dramatic, so you can understand the concept that the tarot cards are bringing forward. Let's say that you suspect that you are HIV positive. That's an example. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just giving an example, and I'm going to the extreme. And let's say that you suspect that, but you are postponing that. You were scared, whatever. You don't want to face that. But the tarot card is saying that there's going to be a turnaround of events that is going to force you into facing that fear. If it is true or not, that's a different story. Okay? But the tarot is saying that you're going to be forced to face that, if it is true or not. It could be, for example, you suspect that you have cancer, for example. I'm going extreme here so you understand the dynamic. But you are afraid of checking that out. But in a life event, things turn around and you are going to be forced to check that out. However, it's going to be checked out. It could be that you go to a routine checkup and the doctor finds something and does a biopsy, and then you get the results and you're going to be facing the reality, if it is true or not what you were fearing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It could be something simple as diabetes, okay? But you're facing your fears, your demons, you're forced to do something. You're forced to walk out of your comfort zone, okay? I gave you an example of that. Let's say you're dreaming all your life of studying something, whatever it is that you want to study. And now, some way, somehow, the opportunity shows up. The opportunity, like I said, it could be because you're fired, you're laid off, your hours are cut, and you have the time to do that. Okay? Or you want a better job, and you don't do anything because for whatever reason, and then you're fired, laid off, or your hours are cut off, and now you're forced to start seeking for that dream job. Okay? That's the dynamic that the tarot cards are bringing forward. I'm just giving you examples so you know what the tarot cards are bringing forward. Okay? And that's technically what I have for you. Oh, love life, in case that you were wondering, it's the same stuff. If you are in a relationship that is not working and you, for whatever reason, you are afraid of walking out of the relationship, then life pushes you into that direction. Okay? Sometimes life is very dramatic and it forces you by doing very specific things. For example, and I'm going to go to the very extreme. You are in an abusive relationship and you have never been able, you don't have the guts to walk out of that relationship for whatever reason. Now, something happens in that dynamic that finally pushes you into walking out of that abusive relationship. Okay? It could be that your husband beat up your kid. It happens. And that is like a wake-up call for you. Okay? The tarot cards here are talking about you being forced to walk out of a situation that is not worth it for you anymore. You have been postponing because you are afraid of walking out of it. Okay? But life has its way and forces you to do something about it. Okay? That's all I have for you. Until the next one.